Government at all levels have been called to prioritize primary healthcare service across the nation, as health, they say, is wealth. Speaking during the commissioning of Professor Philip Shekwolo Primary Healthcare Center, Tawari, Kogi Local Government of Kogi State, the Executive Director of Kogi State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Abubakar Yakubu, applauded the Bowers for constructing the facility, saying this will aid in the healthcare delivery, adding that the World Bank and its agency will facilitate the equipping of the laboratory for effective healthcare delivery.
We commission this center in the name of Almighty God. Amen.
I took my time to assess what are the contents of the facility. We looked in, we checked the wards, we checked everything in the facility. I must confess to you that for a group to put an effort of this magnitude, that group is worth commending. We are going to take over this facility at the level of the State Primary Healthcare Development Agency. We shall extend all the favors that is required of any facility from the state to this Primary Healthcare Development Agency. I saw the lab, and I have promised that by next 2 months or so, that lab will be equipped. We have equally enrolled this facility with the impact, that is the World Bank supported facilities in the state, that we can start all whatever we are going to bring into this facility by the next 2 months. All of them will kickstart it, and then this facility will continue to enjoy it.
I believe that healthcare is the most important thing because it guarantees that your well-being is what is required for you to make any reasonable progress in life. Let the staff be very conscious and be very dedicated to delivering the healthcare to the people.
The age-long primary healthcare center was built by Professor Philip Shekwolo but was vandalized by armed bandits. The Bowers, however, saw the need to reconstruct the healthcare center, thereby naming it after Professor Philip Shekwolo. The honor is in recognition of his health outreach in Tawari and its environs since the year 2008.
The government is the only entity that has the wherewithal to provide roads, especially roads for public use. To be specific, our request, which we expect the Kogi State representatives here to take back to the government, is simple. And this request will have a positive bearing on the project to be commissioned today. It's for the rehabilitation of the 22 road that stretches from Gegu to Sadauna, a boundary community with total local government area of Nasarawa State. We have the support of our royal fathers here present, especially the Aguma of Tawari. This Gegu Sadana road will enable communities in the hinterlands, especially being the largest ward in the local government area, such as Sabo, Reki, Dingere, Sasere, Bonuko, Deneku, Biji, Bishua, Bori, Chima, Odolu, Gaiba, Iraku, Shede, Polobi, Turupa, Barada, Maiwa, Achara, etc. To have access to this Tawari healthcare with ease.
Present at the occasion was the Deputy Governor of Benue State, Deputy Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly, Kogi State Commissioner for Health, Vice Chairperson, Kogi Local Government, the Oyimege of Kutunkarife Igu, the traditional rulers of Gegu, Grinya, Atomaka of Chikara, and the Aguma of Tawari, They extolled the Bowers for the quality of thought to give back to the community.
Most times we don't really come here, but we are overwhelmed by the level of inputs that have been made by the community in establishing this primary healthcare center. It's a lot of effort and it's commendable. And as it is, it's an example of the focus of government to ensure that we mobilize domestic resources to support developmental projects.
Between Gegu and Tawari lies two villages, Kusa and Tazeni. Both villages leaves my elder sister, the elder sister to my dad. I am from Kusa, I am from Tawari, I am from Tazeni. I am sure the Aguma of Tawari must have heard of the late memory of Alhaji Wakili from Gati. That is my father. So I have been in Tawari in early 80s with my father around this place as a businessman. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And I'm pleading to the Executive Secretary of Kogi State. You have promised, and I'll follow you because I'm a member of this community. You must redeem your promise.
We are overwhelmed with what he has done for this community. It's a structure that will go a long way on the touch of the life of the people in the surrounding of this community. So we sincerely appreciate it. It's a good one.
We should all emulate what Professor Philip Shekwolo has done to this, not only to this community, but in the entire local government. In the recent past, you need to be here to see the patients that were treated here. It was a case of, though tribes and tongue may differ, but in brotherhood we stood. Fulanis, everybody was here and they were treated free of charge.
I just pray that God will continue to endow him with the wisdom to continue in this strike. This tribe is a very, very important one, and he has taken it. I pray that God will continue to grant him more wisdom and give him more direction towards this move.
It's a clarion call to the both tiers of government to give preference and priority to healthcare, because health is wealth, as they say. So I think this is a complementary effort. We call on the federal government in particular to make provisions for more health services, equipment and personnel.
The Deputy Governor of Benue State, Sam Odi, while commending Dr. Nathan Bawa, charged Kogi State government to complete the Gegu to Tawari route, which is about 8 kilometers, as it will revamp the economic activities of the area.
From the account of history you have told us here, it is very important for us to build bridges of friendship and understanding, because you can never tell when it will count for you. Today, I have come across from Benue because of the goodwill of friendship of one family. I will encourage us in our own individual rights to continue to reach out to people and to be of help to humanity. That is the only way that God, in his infinite mercy, will promote you and give you good health and give you lasting peace.
The highlight of the event was the conferment of traditional titles on Benue State Deputy Governor as Garkon Tawari, Deputy Speaker of Benue State House of Assembly as Gimbian Tawari, Dr. Nathan Bawa as Jagaban Tawari, Professor Philip Shekwolo as Sadanan Tawari, while General Bawa as Wazirin Tawari.
Wow. And then I am going to crown Jagaban Tawari.
Congratulations. That would be
Jagaban. Crown General Bawa, the Waziri of Tawari.
Tawari is an autonomous kingdom in Kogi local government of Kogi State and is about 10-minute drive from Gegu on the federal highway before Kotonkarifi. With the construction and completion of the Gegu Tawari road, It will give aid to the development of the area. Jethro Ilia, AGTV News.